Students, you are watching video lectures of Bright Skills Educare. Welcome to the Bright Skills Educare recorded video lectures. This is Science 1's second lesson, Periodic Tables, Classification of Elements. Now in this lecture, you are going to study about the modern periodic table. Students, when Newland's law failed, then Mendeleev's periodic table has some demerits. Later, there was a scientist, Henry Moseley from England. He developed a modern periodic table. According to his, atomic number is the fundamental property of an element. Previously, all three scientists, Dobereiner, Newland, and Mendeleev, said that atomic mass number was the fundamental property, but this English scientist Henry Moseley said that atomic mass is not a physical property, fundamental property. Atomic number is the fundamental property of element than atomic mass number. And he defined his law that properties of element are a periodic functions of their atomic numbers. Only one difference was there between the Mendeleev's periodic law and modern periodic law. In the Mendeleev's periodic law, it was properties of elements are a periodic functions of their atomic mass number. But here in modern periodic law, properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic numbers. Means atomic number is the fundamental property of an element. This is discovered by the English scientist Henry Moseley, and it is named as modern periodic law. Students, this modern periodic law is also called the long form of periodic table. In the long form of periodic table, elements are arranged in the increasing order of their atomic numbers. And Henry Moseley made a periodic table. In that one, there was some periods and groups. There were 7 horizontal rows. There were 7 horizontal rows and they are called as periods. They are from 1 to 7. 7 horizontal rows. Horizontal means this one. This one. This is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6, row 7, like that. And 18 vertical columns. Vertical means from top to bottom. 18 vertical columns, they are called as groups. So what is period? 7 horizontal rows from 1 to 7 in modern periodic table is called as period. And 18 vertical columns in the modern periodic tables are called as group. Apart from 7 periods and 18 groups, there were 2 more periods in the bottom of the modern periodic table. They are called as lengthenide series and actinide series. They are placed at the bottom of the periodic table. And in this way, all 118 boxes are completely filled. All 118 boxes are completely filled. Students, you can see this is the modern periodic table. See, first period, second period, third period, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period and seventh period. Total 7 periods. Period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4, period 5, period 6 and period 7. And total 18 groups. See here. Group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Total 18 groups and 7 period. As I told you, two more separate periods are placed bottom of the periodic table. They are called as lanthanide series and actinide series. See, this is lanthanum, this is lanthanide series, and this is actinium. That's why it is called as actinide series. We will study about the lanthanide series and actinide series afterward. So this is the structure of modern periodic table. If you see carefully, students, they are divided into blocks. See here, this is group 1 and this is group 2. Elements of group 1 and 2 are called as S block element. So S block consists group 1 and group 2. Understood? So group 1 and group 2 elements are called as S block. And then P block. P block is from group 13 to group 18. This is group 0 group also. They are included in P block. 13 to 18 included 0 group is P block. Now third one is the D block. D block from group 3 to group 12. Group 3 to group 12 is D block. See student, this is D block elements. And last one is the F block. Lanthanide series and actinide series are included in F block. So modern periodic table is divided into total 4 blocks: S block, P block, D block and F block. S block group 1 and group 2, P block group 13 to group 18, and D block group 3 to group 12, and F block lanthanide series and actinide series. You understood this one? Later we will study about the property of the modern periodic table. Students, see here, group 1, group 2 and group 13 to group 18, group 17, they are called as normal elements. So S block and P block elements are called as normal elements. D block elements from group 3 to group 12 are called as transition element. Group 3 to group 12 elements are called as transition element, and F block elements are called as inner transition element. So these are normal elements, this is transition elements, D block element, and F block and is elements are inner transition elements. See, what is the definition of normal elements? Normal elements have only one outermost orbit incomplete. Students, in 9th standard you have studied about the electronic configuration of elements. So normal elements have only one outermost orbit incomplete. For example, sodium, its atomic number is 11, electronic configuration is 281. See, the last orbit is incomplete. And D block element, its two outermost orbit is incomplete. Last orbit and second last orbit, means outermost shell and second outermost shell are incomplete. And inner transition element, that is F block element, last 3 orbits are incompletely filled. So this is the normal element, transition element and inner transition element. And what about the 0 group? Its all orbits are completely filled. That is why they are called as inert gases, noble gases. They never react with any other elements. So this is the structure of modern periodic table. Students, see here carefully. This modern periodic table, there is a zigzag line. You can see here, this zigzag line is there. So left of the zigzag line, they all are metals. देखो ये zigzag line है ना, तो इसके लेफ्ट साइड में, ये साइड में जितने भी एलिमेंट्स हैं दे ऑल आर मेटल्स, और राइट साइड में जितने भी एलिमेंट्स हैं दे आर नॉन मेटल्स. सो लेफ्ट ऑफ द zigzag lines are metals and right of the zigzag lines are non metals. And students, elements which are along the border of right side border of the zigzag line, see, boron, silicon, arsenic, titanium, actinium, all are the metalloids, means they possesses both the property of metal as well as non metal. तो ध्यान देना, ये जिगजैग लाइन के लेफ्ट साइड में जो भी एलिमेंट्स है वो क्या है, मेटल्स हैं. राइट साइड में जो भी है वो क्या है, नॉन मेटल्स है. और जो जिगजैग लाइन के बॉर्डर पे है राइट साइड में, वो सभी क्या है, मेटलॉइड्स हैं. समझ में आया? मेटल्स, नॉन मेटल्स एंड मेटलॉइड. दिस इज द पीरियोडिक, मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल. एक बार फिर से, मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल्स आर डिवाइडेड इनटू 7 periods and 18 groups. At the bottom there are two series, that is lanthanide series and actinide series. Modern periodic tables are divided into 4 blocks. Group 1 and group 2 elements are S block elements. Group 13 to group 18 are P block elements. Group 3 to group 12 are D block elements. And lanthanide series and actinide series are F block elements. Understood? S block and P block elements are normal elements since its one outermost orbit is incomplete. D block elements are called as transition element. Its two outermost orbit is incomplete. And F block elements are called as inner transition elements. Its three outermost orbit is incomplete. Since there are metals, non-metals and metalloids, so there is a zigzag line. This zigzag line divides the periodic table into metals, non-metals and metalloids. Left of the zigzag lines are metals, right of the zigzag lines are non-metals, and elements along the right side border of the zigzag line are metalloids. So this is the structure of modern periodic table. I hope you understood this modern periodic table. Thank you. This video lecture is recorded by Bright Skills Educare.